Hi friends, today we are going to discuss an important topic of quantity surveying, that is rate analysis. Rate analysis is the process of determining the rate per unit of a particular item of work, which includes the cost of materials, labor, and other expenses required for the work completion. Purpose of rate analysis: to find the costing of the work, to check whether the rates offered by the contractor are appropriate or not. We can also find the exact quantity of materials and labors, to fix the labor rates with the contractor. There are various factors on which the rate analysis depend upon. First is the major factor, quantity of materials. For example, the quantity of cement or the quantity of reinforcement bars. Per day charge of labors. Specification of the work, which includes the quality of materials or the methods of constructions. Location of the site or the location of the RCC plant. Minor factors. Minor factor includes the tools and plants, whether we need to buy them or use the existing ones. Overhead charges. Overhead charges includes the site office expenses, supervision cost, rents, taxes, etc. Contractor profit. Contractor profit may vary. It is generally considered at 10%. Wet volume and dry volume concept. It is used in finding out the quantity of materials. Now take the example of concrete. Fresh concrete is the mixture of cement, sand, aggregates and water. There are no voids as the spaces in between is filled up by water. When all the water gets dried up, then all the voids are formed. But the volume of water is not equal to the volume of the voids. The concept lies over here. In fact, for concrete, the volume of void is greater than that of water. So we have to find out the relation between the dry volume and the wet volume. I have made this chart which represents the relation between the dry volume and the wet volume. First is for concrete work, the dry volume is 54% more than that of wet volume. It means the volume increases. Similarly for plastering work, the dry volume is 25% more than that of the wet volume with joint filling, which we will take in the example. Next is the for flooring work and DPC work. Again, the dry volume increases to 25% and 33% respectively. Then for brick masonry, over here the dry volume decreases. The dry volume is just 35% of the wet volume. You need to by heart this chart. It would be helpful in finding out the rate analysis. Let's start with the sums. First is calculate the number of cement bags for 20 meter cube PCC with the ratio 1:4:8. So PCC is basically plain cement concrete. So the data which is given is equal to wet volume is 20 meter cube. Wet volume is given to us. We need to find out the dry volume for further calculations. So dry volume of concrete is equal to 54% more than that of the wet volume, which is 54% more of 20 meter cube, which comes up to 30.8 meter cube. So volume of the cement in 30.8 meter cube. We need to find out the volume of cement as we need to find the number of cement bags, which is equal to the total dry volume divided by sum of all the ratios into the total ratio of the cement in it, which is equal to 30.8 divided by 1 plus 4 plus 8 into 1, which comes to 2.369 meter cube. Now we need to by heart this thing. One cement bag is equal to 50 kgs, which is nothing but 0.035 meter cube. So now this is the easy formula. Number of cement bag is equal to the total volume of cement divided by total volume in one bag of cement, which is 2.369 divided by 0.035, which is 67.68. As we need to find the number of bags, so we need to round it up to 68 bags. So total number of cement bags in 20 meter cube of PCC is 68 bags. Okay, let's start with the next sum. Calculate the quantity of material in 80 square meter 12 thick cement plaster in the ratio 1:4. Again, this sum is as easy as the first one. This area, they have given the data in area. We need to convert this area into volume. So wet volume is equal to area into thickness equals to 80 into the total thickness, that is 12, divided by 1000, because 1000 I have taken because it is the data is in 12 that's why 1000 is equal to 0.96 meter cube. Now this wet volume, this is without the joint filling. Joint filling is not taken into consideration. So from the chart we get to know that the wet volume with the joint filling is 30% more than the given wet volume. So 30% more of 0.96 is equal to 1.248. Now the dry volume. Dry volume is 25% more than the wet volume with the joint filling, which comes to 1.56. Next, the sum is the same than the first one as the first one. Volume of cement is equal to the total volume divided by sum of the ratios into the ratio of the cement, which is 0.132. Now the number of cement bags is 0.132 divided by the volume of one cement bag, which comes to 3.77, which is rounded up to 4 bags. Now the volume of sand. This volume of sand we need to calculate because in the question it has given calculate the quantity of material, not just the number of bags. So volume of sand is equal to the total dry volume of materials, that is 1.56, divided by sum of the ratios 1 plus 4 into 4. This 4 is the ratio of the sand, that's why 4. The answer is 1.248. So number of cement bag is 4 bags and volume of sand is 1.248 meter cube. Now the next sum. Perform the rate analysis for the first class brick masonry with the ratio 1:6 for superstructure. This sum is quite different than the previous one. The initial procedures are the same, but we have to perform the rate analysis. It means we have to find out the total costing of the work of the first class brick masonry work. Let's start it. In this question we come to know that there is no given data for quantity. So we need to consider the total quantity. I have considered the total wet volume as 10 meter cube. So from our chart, dry volume is 35% of the wet volume, which is equal to 3.5 meter cube. Next is we need to find out the total quantity of the materials. So first is the total quantity of the cement bags, number of cement bags. The procedure remains the same. I am not going to repeat it again. So number of cement bags is 15 bags and volume of sand is equal to 3 meter cube. Now next is brick masonry is there. We need to find out the total number of bricks. So total number of bricks is total volume divided by the volume of a single brick. We all know that the standard size of the brick is 19 centimeter into 9 centimeter and 9 centimeter. But over here, this is not just a question of brick. It is with the mortar. So we need to consider 1 centimeter throughout with the mortar. So the dimension of the one volume of brick is equal to 20 by 10 by 10 centimeter. So the number of bricks is total volume, that is 10 divided by 0.2 into 0.1 into 0.1. All this is in meter. So the total number, all this is in meter cube, sorry. The total number of bricks is equal to 5000 bricks. This 5000, it's considerably a big quantity. So I have just considered 5% extra. There may be some wastage. So the total quantity of the bricks is equal to 5250. The sum is not yet over. We have found out all the quantities of the materials in the previous slide. Now we are performing the actual rate analysis. For the rate analysis calculation, we need to make the chart. The chart making is compulsory. You just can't write all the materials and labors and other charges in sentences. You will lose your marks. First column is the particular, second is the quantity, third is the rate, and last is the amount, which is quantity into rate. First quantity, cement, sand, bricks, which we have already calculated in the previous slides. The rates. These rates I have taken the present rates from the internet. It can vary up to certain extent. I would suggest you to learn these rates so that you get a rough idea during the exam. You don't tend to lose your marks over here. Next is the scaffolding. I have again assumed at 500 rupees considering the 10 meter cube. Next important part is the manpower. All the laborers, masons, bhisti required for the brick masonry work. The question is what would be their quantities, how many numbers of laborers would be required and their respective rates. I have just considered these numbers by considering the 10 meter cube quantity. For the actual numbers, actual calculations, you can refer the books. I think books is B.N. Datta is the best one. It's actually considered as the Bible for quantity surveying. You get everything apart from rate analysis. In other topics also it covers up everything. Rates also you can get from there or from your internet. When I was in my engineering, I used to refer the Chakravarti book. Again, that's a quite nice book. But this B.N. Datta, it's the best book. It again it would cover your GATE, your MPSC, UPSC exams also. So I would suggest you refer B.N. Datta. So the amount is equal to quantity into rate. I have found out the total. The total is 48,900 rupees. Next is the water charges. Again, water, it's a very precious thing. You need to save it. So the cost is equal to 1.5% of the total amount. Tools and plants, contractor can use the previous one or buy the new one. Again, we assume at 1.5% of the total. Contractor profit, very important point, which is 10%, 10 to 12%. So I have considered as 10%. If you don't consider it, you will lose the mark. None of the contractor is going to do the work without his profit. So this grand total is equal to the total plus addition of all the extra charges, which comes up to 55,257, which is the total costing of the first class brick work. Again, important thing, this answer will vary from student to student. You don't worry that my friend got 50,000, other friend got 35,000. It would vary as per your rates and your quantities. Okay guys, I hope you understood the basics of rate analysis. In fact, rate analysis is a very big topic which covers a lot of things. So study well and all the best for your exams. If any doubts, please comment in the comment box. Thank you.